Alright, today I'm going to show you how to change the front shocks on a 96 Toyota Tacoma standard cab 4-cylinder. Before getting started, I recommend you go ahead and soak down the bolts with PB Blaster. It'll kind of help break them loose later. And just go ahead and repeat on the other side. Alright, first you have to remove the wheel. Alright, first you want to take the top nut off the shock. For this I'm using a 14mm socket and a breaker bar. Get it on the nut. And then I'm using robo grips to hold this part of the shock, because it'll spin when you try to turn it. So just get in there, crush it down real good, and pull. In this instance, the shock broke. And the nut was just seized on. So, we'll move on to the next step. Now we just crawl underneath the A-arm and remove these two bolts. The bottom bolts are 12mm, and I'm using an impact. But you can use a breaker bar or a ratchet for these two. I just want to save time. Once the shock's loose, it just pulls right out the bottom. Look at that. I bought new Sensen shock absorbers. They have a lifetime warranty, and they're fairly cheap. I think they were 75 bucks for all 4 shocks. So take your bag of hardware, and paying attention to where your old hardware was, you take one of the bigger cups, slide it on, take a rubber dampener, put it on, and you put it back in. Now they have an angle on them here, because the A-arm's in an angle, so you want it to go back in the way it's supposed to. Scroll back on up there. Feed the new one in. Make sure it goes up through the hole. And this is where the fun begins. You have to compress it a little bit, which isn't too hard to do. And put your bolts back in. Alright, once you have your bottom bolts in, now it's time to put your top hardware on. So you want to get all the dirt out of the cup that's on top. This one doesn't come off. Then you want to put another rubber dampener and the other large cap. And they've provided nuts for it. So put them in. Start cranking them down. Once you notice the top is starting to spin, just put your vice grips back on. Keep cranking it down. And they gave you 2 nuts so you can jam nut it. Put that on there. And they're on and up. Once you repeat this on the other side, you're done. Well, that's all there is to it. I mean, it's pretty simple. If this video helped you out, give me a thumbs up, or if you have any questions, leave me a comment below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks for watching.